Hello, my name is Lisa. I work for Wild Elements, a community interest company based in Bangor in North Wales, and I'm going to talk to you about how to make composting bays so that you can recycle your garden waste instead of it going to landfill. So here we have our purpose-built 3-bay compost bins that were made from locally sourced red cedar wood. But that was involved a fair bit of work and also quite a lot of cost, and there is a much lower cost option available to make simple compost bays, which is basically reappropriating pallet boards which are often just given away for free. People are glad for you to take them off your hands. A lot of the work for building the panels has already been done for you. So basically what you do is you choose some pallet boards that are reasonably similar size, because they do come in lots of different shapes and sizes, and then you can use fence posts in order to secure them, because I mean this does stand on its own, but it's not secure and you don't want it falling over onto anything or anybody vulnerable and small. So what you can do then is basically put a fence post on both sides to stop it falling over. You would want to dig that into the ground, or you would want to hammer it into the ground with a sledgehammer. You can drill and secure the pallet against the post, but again you don't really need to. This is pretty solid as it is. So this is our first panel. Tansy is kindly going to help me put the others in place, because these ones are quite heavy pallet boards. As I say, they vary in size and in quality and weight. So we put another one here. With something that will hold them in place. And 6 of our first compost bay. If you want to make more bays, you carry on adding more pallets in that same pattern. And in order to stop compost falling out at the front, when it gets a bit fuller, you can use yet another pallet and put that in the front. Of course, this needs to be movable, because when you want to take the compost out, it's much easier if you can move it away out of the way, rather than trying to dig over it to get your compost out. And you can see that there's quite a difference in the width of the gaps here. This one is ideal because it's got very small gaps. It gives it allows air to get to the compost, so that the decomposition can be aerobic in the presence of oxygen. Those are probably just about okay, those two, but this is really too wide. You just lose so much material through the slats here. So what you can do then is just put a sheet of cardboard to cover this, so that will stop the finer, smaller bits of material falling through. So yeah, happy compost bay building and happy composting.